Hi Ashley, really nice meeting you, mate. Yeah, hopefully you gathered a little bit more knowledge about the golf swing after what we discussed in the session. So this will just help to recap it and obviously let you kind of digest the info a wee bit more. But let's have a look. I mean, obviously we talked about your kind of your natural gifts as a golfer. So you've got plenty of speed. You set the club in terms of recovering from a certain position at the top of the backswing. You recover it really well. So ball striking and everything else is fantastic, but in terms of just getting a bit more consistency throughout the game, and particularly in the long game, driving fairway woods and long irons, this is where we can make quite a big improvement. And the compression through the short irons will improve quite a bit as we improve the driver swing. So as you improve the long stuff, the irons will improve in terms of taking the divot after the ball, for instance, and being able to control the ball flight a bit more in the wind. So we just have kind of a bit of a recap as to why you can't do this essentially, and why the driver is a bit of a struggle for you. So you can see I've got the plane line in here as a reference point, and you can see very much in front of the plane line on the takeaway, just on the right hand side. I haven't quite synced these up, apologise for that, but at the top of the backswing you can see the hands are pretty high. We can see a lot of that club face position, which indicates that it's a bit toe down towards the ground and a little bit open, but if you watch the swing on the left, you can see the hands sit pretty high up at the top of the backswing, and as I said, you do a really good job of recovering it, and you hit pretty much down the plane line, but of course you're having to make a compensation in order to do this. So essentially you have to stop the body rotating, and the spine ends up leaning just a little bit back as you're striking the golf ball. So you can see just here, there's quite a clear leaning back of the spine there. So you're doing this in an attempt to try and shallow the downswing from a very high hands top of the backswing position. So if we can set you a little bit flatter up at the top of the backswing and work on the spine angle through impact, it's going to allow you to create some shallowness through the strike without having to lean back essentially. So you'll notice when I showed you that clip of McIlroy, he's actually got the spine almost leaning slightly forward as he strikes the ball, not back, but it's because he's working in from much more underneath the plane line. So we can set a few different positions, and hopefully next time I see you we've got maybe a little bit of daylight, and we can go out and work on some stuff off the grass where we can maybe do some pitching, long pitching and short irons, and just work on getting that correct feeling without having to swing it kind of 100 miles an hour, if you like, which will make it much easier in terms of just picking up the new pattern, the new movement. But yeah, I noticed you booked in again, which is great. So I look forward to seeing you, and we can get started from there.